What's going on, guys? Welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV, and this Tuesday night we've got a really prosperous game coming up against Southampton in the Capital One Cup. Now this is a game that, going into it, I'm really looking forward to it in some respects, considering that we're going to potentially see a lot of youth players come through. I know Daniel Crowley has been playing, training with the first team, should I say. Certainly an exciting prospect, a player that can emulate Jack Wilshere in so many ways, and he's tipped to be the next big thing at Arsenal. Of course, he's very young, so getting him into this kind of fixture with the senior players be a really good experience for him, even if he just features on the bench in this one, just to get that taster of the first team. It'd be a really good experience for him. A lot of positives we can take going into this game, though. We've also got Abu Diaby, who's coming back into the team. He's played a couple of times with the under 21s, and I think it's really good how we're nurturing him back into the side. Played him for 45 minutes, I believe, in one fixture, then played him for 90 minutes, and now we're moving him on to a senior fixture where he can maybe relax a little bit more and really play his own kind of game. And I think it's really important that we actually keep Diaby fit this season. Of course, I'm going out on a whim there. It is a massive if Diaby can stay fit. I'd love to see him feature in that game against Chelsea, where he can counteract against the pace of the likes of Willian, Schürrle, etc. It'd be crucial to have him in that game, especially with the tiring legs of someone like Arteta and Flamini. He could be really big for us in those coming games. And of course, maybe he could feature in that North London derby on the weekend, but maybe that's coming a bit too soon for him. Overall, though, I am really looking forward going to this game, as like I said, we'll see a mixture of youth and experience, and we'll see players come into the side that haven't featured so much this season, the likes of Podolski and Francis Coquelin, who you should probably be stating a name for himself at some point this season. He hasn't played a lot of football, but Coquelin, I was really expecting him to go out on loan in the summer, and I'm really surprised that he's still in the squad. But he's a fairly youngish player now. Maybe he's gone past that stage where we can call him a young player. He's in his early 20s, I believe, but he's certainly someone that's got a good backup of talent. He's got previous experience with Arsenal. He played a lot for us in that 2011-12 season and the following season after that, so it's good to have a player like that in the side with previous experience who could hopefully come in and do a job for us in this kind of game. And if he plays well, then we've got another fantastic player on our hands. So it's good to have him in the squad, and maybe he will be deployed in a fullback position, because of course I'm assuming we'll rest Gibbs. It's crucial that we rest our defence in this one, considering how lightweight and fragile he is at the moment. And hopefully Hector Bellerin will get another chance at first team football, hopefully in a game where he'll be able to relax a little bit more. Looking at Southampton, they're going to be going into this game brimming with confidence. They've got so many good results this season, playing some great football under their new manager. They've brought some great new players as well, such as Tadic. He's a player that really impresses me. Yet they're still sticking to their philosophy and bringing in some really good youth players. Ward-Prowse is one that's actually played for them quite a while now, but I'm a personal admirer of him. And I think they're going to take this game very seriously. I hope we do exactly the same. I'm not entirely sure how much we're going to be able to win this season. I think the Premiership as well as the Champions League are going to be very difficult to win, and getting any kind of trophy for us this season will be some kind of respite. I'm really hoping that we'll go all out for this. I do want to see first team players rested. Let me stress that. I do want us to take that game against Tottenham as a priority, but I'm hoping we'll still see some authority figures in that side. Jack Wilshere is another one who could feature in this one. But one player that I'm actually really excited to see going into this game is certainly Chuba Akpom, the young striker. He's got bags of talent inside him, and we flirted with him a bit in the first team. He featured for us a bit last season, playing a couple of first team games. He played a bit in the game against West Brom, which we won away on penalties last season, the Capital One Cup. So it'd be great to have him in and around the team. He's full of pace, energy, power. A couple of other youth players that are going to be brought into this game. I already mentioned Daniel Crowley, but Semi Ajayi, I think I've said his name right. Apologies if I haven't, Semi. But he certainly looks like an exciting and prosperous player. I think he's, again, another player that's in his early 20s. Not a guy that I know an awful lot about, but I know he's a prolific and dominant defender, so it's going to be good to see how he performs in the first team. Another player I'm excited to see, Isaac Hayden. I think he's performed fairly admirably whenever he's played for us. We played him in that game against New York, the New York Red Bulls, and I thought he played fairly well there. He's certainly a player I'm an admirer of, fairly big guy, and he's English as well, so hopefully he can come in and do a job for us, and he's going to have a big role to play for us this season if something was to happen to, say, Mertesacker or Koscielny. Looking at my team lineup, I would go with David Ospina in goal. We haven't seen him this season, so I'm excited to see how he performs. At right back, Hector Bellerin, Callum Chambers in the centre back role. alongside Isaac Hayden with Matthew Flamini at left back, a position which he isn't too familiar with, but I'm hoping he can fill in and do a job there like he did in our Champions League run all those years ago. And then in the centre midfield partnership, Abu Diaby and Francis Coquelin. On the right hand side of the pitch, Joel Campbell, who has to make a name for himself. In the centre attacking midfield role, Thomas Rosicki. On the left hand side, Lucas Podolski. And up top, Chuba Akpom. So that's my team lineup. I'm going to go with score predictions of Arsenal 2, Southampton 0. Really confident going into this game following the victory over Aston Villa at the weekend. And hopefully we can emulate that performance and hopefully see a good amount of youth players come through into the team. Anyway guys, leave your team lineups and your score predictions in the comments box below. Going to be a really exciting game. If you have enjoyed the video, please give it a like rating. Subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV and make sure to check out my own channel, AFC Game by Game. And as always, thank you for watching guys.